Hey guys, Dan Meyer here, and today we are going to talk about how to pick which option to buy. This is a topic that generally has a lot of interest and also a lot of questions because it can be really confusing. And actually it's a subject that most people get wrong. Most people are buying the wrong options and they're losing money because of it. So when you find a stock that you want to trade options on, it can be really confusing picking the right one to buy. First you have to pick, which month to trade, which pretty much tells you how much time. So you have to select how much time you want to buy, and then you have to select which strike price to buy. So I just want to start out with an example here to show you what you don't want to do and what really where a lot of people hang up. So let's just look at an example. Let's say we have a stock that's trading at the current market value, CMV, current market value is $50 per share. Okay? And we want to trade this, so we're going to buy the $50 call option. So we're going to buy the $50 call, and we'll say that this call option has 6 months of time on it, and we're going to pay a premium of $500. Alright, so it's going to cost us $500 to trade this option. We're going to buy the $50 call, current market value $50. So this is what happens. Let's say this is when we buy it, and here is 6 months. Okay? So let's just say we bought the option here at 50. Here's 52, 50, and up here we have 55. The stock, is trading. It's just moving along, it's moving in our direction, and at expiration, it's here at 55. So over our 6 months, the time we've held this option, the stock has moved up and it's sitting now at 55 at expiration. How much money will we have made in this trade? Well, first of all, the stock went up $5 per share. So we got $5 per share. An option contract is for 100 shares, so 5 times 100 is $500. But at expiration, the 6 months time, all the time in our option has ticked off. Because we bought an at-the-money option, which is made up of all time value, that's all gone. So our $500 is gone. So we made $500, but we spent $500, we made $0. And this is the problem most people have. When they buy an option, they're giving themselves such an uphill battle to make money that they're not. And actually what even more people do is they'll buy out of the money. Let's say the 55 call was trading for $1 or 1 times 100, so it's trading at for $100. The premium is $100 on the 55 call. Well, now, at the same example, the option expired and the stock price is at 55. Instead of breaking even, they're going to lose $100 because the stock price had to get to 55 just for them to start, them to start making money, and then they had to pay for the option of 100. So they're going to be sitting with a $100 loss. So, what options should you be buying? Well, first of all, the strategy that you're trading is going to tell you what option to buy. But as a general rule, let's just say that we're trading a long call strategy and we're going to do it in the short term. We want to buy at least 90 days of time. But what we want when we're talking about buying time, we want to buy enough time to give the stock enough time to make its move. So however long we expect it to take the move, that's how many months out or how much time we need to buy. But at least 90 days. Now the strike price is a little more complicated. So the most expensive option to buy is the at-the-money call. And that's the one most people buy. The reason it's the most expensive is because it's made up of all-time value. When you go out of the money, those are made up of all-time value as well, but as the further out of the money you get, the cheaper the options get. The closer you get to the money, the more expensive. and then in the money they get to be more and more expensive, but then they're made up of time and intrinsic value. So we do not want to buy the at the money option. We want to buy, when we're buying short-term options, as a general rule, we don't want to pay more for intrinsic value than we do, or we don't want to pay more for time value than we do pay for intrinsic value. So this video is not about intrinsic value and time value, but just a quick fresher. Intrinsic value is how many points the stock is in the money. So if instead of buying the $50 call, in our example we bought the $50 call, which was at the money, what if we bought the $45 call? So the $45 call is 5 points below the current market value, so it has 5 points of intrinsic value. So let's say the premium on this one is $700, just for the sake of the example. Well, if it's 5 points in the money, $500 of this premium is intrinsic value. The remaining $200 is time value. So if we would have bought the 45 instead of the 50, the stock went up $5, that's $500 in profit. Our option we paid $700 for, but $500 of it is intrinsic value. That's real value. It's like a down payment on a stock. So we don't lose that money at expiration. We only lose the $200 of time value. So we would make $300 in this example if we would have bought the 45 being 5 points in the money. So when you're buying short-term options, you never want to pay more for time value than you do intrinsic value. Usually, if you go 2 strike prices in the money, you're going to be about where you want to buy. So that, I hope, helped you understand a little more about what option to buy. If this video helped you, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button, the like. Also, if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do videos just like this to help you become a better and more profitable stock trader. And also, if you're struggling on what option to buy, and you just want to have confidence you're buying the right option, I've put together a 6-point option buying checklist. It's the exact steps that I go through to make sure that I'm buying the right option, and it will give you a lot more confidence that you're buying the right option. If you would like this, click on the link right here and enter your email, and I will email it for you so you can be more sure about the options you're buying. So click on this link, and I'll see you next time.